Of course, the husband will say, "Oh, see, hey, you're not out of the water, husbands. You are the post. You don't leave your family. Being the post, you're the foundation. You have to earn for your family. For your family to be united, the wife should love the husband. Correct? Correct?
Correct.
Yes? No? Correct? No, it's written in the Bible, the wife should what? Love the husband. But the husband would love the wife, but the wife should what?
Respect.
Respect the husband. And then moving on with the story, here this is something that we've experienced this here in the U.S. So the enemy puts importance or give the family such that the family will give importance to material possession. In here I will see people lining up 2-3 days just to get the first release of, let's say, an iPhone or the TV or whatever. The same is true if there's a sale in Costco or Best Buy. What was that? Black Friday. Or, so you see people, putting up tents so that when Black Friday comes, they'll be the first one to buy. And I will see them in TV, they're fighting. Something probably they will kill for just to get what they want. And after 2 or 3 days, some of them will turn the items back to where they bought them. So so the enemy is putting importance on material possessions. For family as well. For family. So when we were kids, of course we have toys. We grab each other's toys. Is that true? Hey, that's mine. And then the sibling said, no, that's mine. No, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. But that's normal. They're kids. But when we grow up, we also tend to grab others' toys.
Just staring at it.
That's mine. Hey, our dad died. The house is mine. No. The jewelry is mine. And we would grab from each other. There will be families having reunions in court. We would rather have families celebrating their reunions in beaches, house, or wherever. But some families, they celebrate their reunions in court. The devil said, okay, there's another thing. Let's use their comfort zone. Give them an excuse such that they will not go out from their comfort zone. I go to church every Sunday, that's about it. That's a comfort zone. People ask you to help them to, let's say, to evangelize. I say, no, I would rather go to church every Sunday. So, they remain on their comfort zone. Here's another scenario, which, like my family, this happens in our family, and it may be happening to you as well. While eating, everybody's busy. The enemy is using technology and social networking just to break the family. Probably mommy's, posting in Facebook. Probably children are playing or posting in Instagram or Snapchat. Probably dad is texting because he's still working. And they're all in front of, say, taking dinner. Even in media, the enemy will say, hey, we made great progress. Initially, just drawing, black and white. We had progress, it became colored, but still drawing. And eventually, we have glossy pictures, glossy pages, magazines. Using media as well, or magazines, turn to the internet. We can easily access these materials. And who knows, after the internet, we use virtual reality as if we are there. The enemy will also use, again, technology. Us texting after while we're driving. The children are watching while on the road. There's no interaction between them, between the family. Just a side note, texting, I just saw this one. Texting is the most dangerous distraction because it requires 3 of the primary degrees of attention required to drive safely, which is visual, manual, and cognitive. So visual, because it takes away your eyes off the road. Manual, because it takes your hands away from the driving wheels because you're texting. And cognitive, because you're not paying attention while driving. And did you know that texting is just like drinking 4 glasses of wine? So again, this happens to us in our day-to-day lives. It seems to be normal, but actually it's being used by the enemy. For us in the Philippines, you would see this, billboards. Why would we have like a sexy model selling a phone? What's the relationship between the model and the phone? And we would see this, distracting the drivers, distracting the family. Some of them putting up billboards, like in this picture. We can earn so much putting up billboards, but some of them are being irresponsible. And they would use substandard materials and tycoon guns, and we will have this disaster with people. The enemy can also use the malls, because the mall can take away time from the family. Our children would rather spend time in the mall than with us, than at home. And as parents, we spend more time at work, saying, hey, we need, especially for living paycheck to paycheck, hey, I need to work overtime because I need to earn money. It's for our family. And even the moms, especially here in the US, they're also working, taking away the time from the family, from the children. So for time, we would say that this is balanced life. 8 hours sleep, 8 hours work, 8 hours recreation. For us, let's say attending or being part of a community, you would say we have a renewed life. 6 hours sleep, 8 hours work, and 10 hours renewal, because we're attending seminars, we're attending household meetings. But for the enemy, they'll say, okay, let's do this. Let's have this in their life. Let's make them sleep for 4 hours, let them work for so long, such that they will only have 4 hours to sleep. Work for 12 hours or more. And then less hours for their renewal. In here, it's been here in the US. It's already happening. In other countries, divorce is being introduced. And it's easy to get, so it breaks the family. As well as abortion. Women here would shout We demand choice. Stop the war on women. But how about the babies? Do they have choice if we have them aborted? Do they have a voice as well? Even our physical appearances. When we were young, we were so active. We're always in love. And good for, in this picture, when they grew old, they're still in love. HHWW, holding hands while walking. They're still in love. But sometimes this is what's happening. This is what the enemy is doing. Physical, they're young. In their sex life, which is precious for us Christians. When they're young, they do it twice a week. Until they lost steam, and they lost the passion, and then they go their own way. They say for 10 years, now they try it quickly, once a week. They try it once a week until they lose esteem again, lose their passion, and then they separate. Hey, you don't love me anymore. Hey, we're not doing this anymore. I can get this from somebody else. When you grow older, you try weekly. So this is happening to us daily. And this is something that the enemy can use against us, against the family. So we should be aware. It is said in Peter 1, be careful, watch out for attacks from the devil, your great enemy. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for some victim to devour in any chance. The Lord gave us all this, money, sex, everything. He gave us all this. But putting them into proper use without abusing them, that's where it becomes evil. If you want money, of course you work, you earn money, and okay, that's good. The family needs it. But if you become greedy and you want more money, then that's where evil comes. So what can we do? Me and our family, after we reflected that, okay, God lost the central place in our family, we said, let's decide that in our family, we want God's plan to happen. We were about to give up. We say, hey, this is enough. Let's go back. Let's go back. We have faced so many challenges. We're so down, and no, let's give up. But we said no. Let God's plan happen to us. So many things that happen to us. So many messages, and we didn't decide. We said, Lord, your will be done. We took time and give attention to the task of building a strong family. So it doesn't have to be expensive. Like, here's me and my kids, and my wife, of course, taking the picture. We went to watch a show. It's free. But the important thing is, we were there. We were watching as a family. Again, doesn't need to be expensive. Don't need to go shopping. We went window shopping. Most important is we were there shopping as a family. We went out, and here's our youngest kid, Anjali. We supported her in the school activity. This is another school wherein she represented that school, again, for a spelling bee contest. So me and my wife decided, hey, that's not worth, let's support her. And then here's another activity. She now plays She played for a band in Seoul Middle School, and instead of us going somewhere else, said, "Hey, let's go with her. Let's watch the band. Let's support her. Let's support the school," and that's important to her. And this is one of our memorable Christmas. This is the time wherein we were really down. We were really down. No job. We moved to an apartment. I can remember the only food that we have before during that time, we having fruits on our table. And we decided, hey, it's lonely here in the house. Let's go out. So we went to Galleria and enjoyed the scenery. Not expensive. We were down, but we were there for each other. We also at times pray together as family. We make prayer a common and daily occurrence in our life. So we've noticed that my youngest daughter, so after teaching her how to pray, we would see her in her room praying by herself. Sometimes 10 minutes, 15 minutes. She would be late in school, or almost late in school, simply because she would take time to pray. The father should take steps to assume full responsibility for the spiritual and material needs of the family. So, the father would be the priest. The priest. And the wife would be the assistant. So, if the dad is not there, of course, the wife should always be there for the kids. We decided to learn more about God's vision for our family. We said, Lord, we don't know your plans for us, but enlighten our minds so we would know better and we would know more of your plans for us. So it was that time that we rejoined Campus for Christ. It was during the time that we started, we tried to serve in the Holy Family, but I guess during that time there were no available ministries that can accommodate us. So, but still we continued serving in our community. We seek other Christian couples who share the same concern about family life. So rejoining Couples for Christ, we were attending household meetings, sharing our stories with each other, encouraging each other, most especially praying for each other. In here, we also joined the activity of Couples for Christ in our fundraising event. We helped the Long Beach Marathon so we can raise funds for the poor kids in the Philippines. Those who are not able to go to school, AMCOP, we call it AMCOP, answering the cry of the poor, would raise money so that we can send those kids to school. And here, our kids are also here. We share the same values with the other families in here. We were serving in Kids for Christ, and we showed our children, our kids, that we need to love others. We need to love the elderly. We need to love the sick. So we did not only support Kids for Christ, but we also supported our kids. Same is true in here. This is now for the Youth for Christ, another ministry of Couples for Christ. So we were there to support that activity, evangelizing new youth. And our kids were serving, so we were there not only to support the group, but also to support our kids. And this is another activity we're enjoying Lent. We went to Griffith Park not only to hike, but use that as an opportunity to pray and to learn. So while we were hiking, we would stop on certain locations and do a reflection and pray. We were there supporting our kids. Just imagine, I have not hiked or played or whatever for more than 5 years. And I did that one. I almost fainted halfway. But I have to do it. I have to finish it just to show, our kids that, hey, we are with you. And this is my family. Brothers and sisters, my family is not a perfect family. Again, as all of us, always a work in progress. We are here. We serve for Youth for Christ. They have this activity in Las Vegas. And we serve as a coordinator. We serve in the security group, watching over the kids at night until like 3 a.m. in the morning, just to make sure that the kids are safe. But more importantly, to support them, to show them that, okay, we are here for you. If this is what you want to do, and okay, we're here for you. This is me, and this is my wife, Gemma. Our eldest daughter, she's now serving as a chapter head for youth, and today she's serving as a in Kids Watch. There's a marriage enrichment retreat ongoing in Riverside, and she was taught to assist in watching over the kids. And my youngest daughter, Angeli, fortunately both of them can't be here with us because Angeli is she is in Cerritos to represent their school. The band. Again, our family is not a perfect family. We always encounter all this. Sometimes we would fail. Sometimes we will argue. Sometimes, but at the end of the day, we will always pray and ask for strength and courage, to deal with every challenge that will come our way. So in conclusion, it is written in Familiaris Consortio, through God's mysterious design, it was in that family that the Son of God spent long years of a hidden life. It is therefore the prototype and example for all Christian families. It underwent trials of poverty, persecution, and exile. It glorified God in an incomparably exalted and pure way. And it will not fail to help Christian families, indeed all families in the world, to be faithful to their day-to-day duties, to bear the cares and tribulations of life, to be open and generous to the needs of others, and to fulfill with joy the plan of God in this regard. And lastly, Catechism of the Catholic Church. The home of Nazareth is the school where we begin to understand the life of Jesus. A lesson on family life. May Nazareth teach us what family life is. Its communion of love is austere and simple beauty and sacred and inviolable character. So this is the Holy Family. So brothers and sisters, God is trying to restore the Christian family back to His original plan. He is calling us to respond to His divine efforts and to be part of His work. The question is, can we make this happen? It's our choice. And with that, good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Brother Odi. So, again, brothers and sisters, we're breaking, and Darcy and Brother Danny will be breaking as a group. So it's just be Brother Danny, Brother Kino, together with Brother Jason, Brother Herman, and Sister Darcy. We'll just be going to Sister Rose and Sister Nina. So the boy stays here and the sisters, the brother stays here and the sisters stay. So let's stand and before and let's say our grace before we do the discussion. While we do the discussion, dear Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord God, we thank you, Lord God, for giving us Brother Odi to give your inspiring words, Lord God, to talk on the Christian family. To really emphasize the role of being a father and a mother to the family as well as all activities of the family. Lord God, as we prepare for our discussion, Lord God, send your Holy Spirit, Lord God, to be with us so that we could have your wisdom, Lord God, to really know your message, to hear your message, and to understand your message, Lord God, as we're doing the discussion. Lord God, when we're doing the discussion, Lord God, we also will be sharing some food that has been prepared by our brothers and sisters, Lord God. Lord God, we ask you to bless this food, Lord God. Be our nourishment physically and spiritually. And we also offer this food, Lord God, to all those people that are not yet eating, Lord God. And as we say our grace, bless us, O Lord, as thy gifts are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. Thank you. We'll be distributing our food.
There is, I think, inside. Kino? Jason. Nice to meet you. This is Francis.
You are?
Kino.
Kino. Kino.
Jason. Hernan. Yes, or Hernan.
We'll just make a circle here, close to the fans.
I wonder if you can just slouch and we'll see how they
You can, of course. I think you know this group.
Brother.
We'll stay home for Brother Danny.
Who else?
We'll just wait for Brother Danny to join us and get started. So, thank you.
This one, Alaman side, this one side.
These are the chefs.
Here's Alaman
It's been a while since I've heard this talk.
Brothers and sisters, we have discussion, so I'll have to close the date.
I put it on the discussion starting already.
Yeah.